Hey, what's up, Wagwan? Why pre my charges? It's Yaad Made Gaming back with another episode of the Outer Worlds. I'm trying to finish up this game, bro, and just jump into something else. Even though the views are falling off, but whatever. I don't care if the views are falling off. I'm just putting the content out. Someday, somehow, someone might find it and watch it. So, yeah, and I know I've dropped from the niche of just car games, but it gets pretty boring, bro. I'm not good at creating specific content or just like entertaining content, especially around just the one game, just car games where the content is lacking. Like, oh, and I don't have any friends that be on the game. I'm probably the only gamer friend I have. I'm the only gamer person in my social group, bro. Or if they do play games, they don't really have the machinery like desktops and PS4s and so on. I only have a desktop, I don't have a PS4. Anyway, stop my ranting, back to Outer Worlds. After the fiascos and chasing the leads in the previous episode, and we left off in our hotel room. I was trying to go back to the murder scene, but I couldn't find it. But then I found a clue here in this kitchen, so if I remember where it was, I think it's this. Isn't this the clue? The head of the Burbage 2000, torn from its body in the penultimate... Oh, that's how you spell penultimate? Whatever. That's the first time I've ever seen that word written. Body in the penultimate act of Titus and Andronicus. Why, foolish Burbage? Dost thou not perceive that Halcyon is but a wilderness of dissidents, and it is only through our citizens' vigilance that they will be caught? Report any and all suspicious behavior to your local constable. Yeah, there's still... Where is it? Ah, here it is. Analyze. What? No. No. Do that again. Do that again. Oh, come on, bro. Really? Alright, let's do that again. I reloaded, so...
An industrial grade laxative has been added to the liquor in these bottles.
Industrial grade laxative. Okay. Where we were now? Meeting spot. So we had to go outside. But I couldn't find the murder area anymore. I wanted to take a snapshot of for the thumbnail for the episode that's before this, but I couldn't find it. So I'm playing this on a totally different day, and I'm probably not gonna have that thumbnail, so whatever. How far away is that thing? Bro, I held the button down to open the map and it still didn't open the map. Damn, that's far. We can't even teleport over there. Alright, let's get to walking. But wait, brother. Why is there a crazy hotel guest? Why one of the hotel guests mad? There's more than one of them. There's another one, rupturing host. Yeah, those were the orchard workers, but why is the guest right here going crazy too? Oh, he's not crazy, he's just running. He's just afraid of these guys. Ah, Zine. Oh shit, there's one. Frenzied host. Parvati, don't die. Parvati, don't die. Alright, Parvati, they killed someone, but this guy's throwing these things at me. Turn. Who's still shooting? Hey. Okay. That was just the... What's the machete that I'm not using melee weapons, but still good to know them. Why this sniper rifle? Oh, this one actually does 400. But most of the weapons I'm using do use heavy So I want to use one of the weapons. That's why I'm using this pistol thing, because it uses light ammo. 231 bleed. I can scrap one of these. Alright, let's be on our way. Brother, so you tell me said this guard was right here watching everything. Or is this the lady we got the
Non-slug personnel aren't permitted on the pilot house. Can I help you with something?
Yeah. I need to ask you some questions regarding your co-worker, Evan O'Connell.
Sure. He in trouble or something?
I think he might be. Investigation still
Well,
pending.
Shit. What happened? Is he alright?
He didn't show up for work today. When did you see him last? He's missing and you saw him last. Explain. Okay. Do the top
I
one.
just had a shift with Evan at the Purpleberry Orchards. Kind of. We were supposed to haul some crates, but he was drunk when I got there.
Okay.
I took him to room 82 under the hotel so he could sleep it off. Guess he was drunker than I thought if he didn't show for work.
I'd better go check.
I'd appreciate it if you did. I'd like to know he's okay.
Alright. Zin. Let me get the purple barrier. Steal it. Don't give a damn. Are you gonna say something when I take it? Nope, they aren't. What are the way? Get out! Damn, we got a far way to go. Me and my 6 shooter. Zin. Barrel spinners.
Take a look.
Take a look at what?
Hey, you look like you need some stuff. Fancy watch? Spare cufflink? Single earring? You want it, I've got it.
No, I don't want any of that junk to buy. What is all this junk?
Junk? My friend, this is not junk. These are people's prized possessions. Priceless personal effects, beloved souvenirs and knickknacks.
So how did you come by them?
Huh? Oh, well, some of the guests left this stuff behind.
You mean you stole it? Must not be that valuable if they left behind it. Should I accuse her of stealing it? Let's not.
Take a look for yourself.
You okay? You doing okay?
Oh, sure. Terrific. Never better. And as soon as I pay off my docking fines, I'll be back on my feet and in my ship.
Alright, anything you said? Docking fines?
So it turns out Slug has some pretty strict rules on vehicle docking, and I may have broken a few of them. Who'd think Slug would be so strict?
Docking rules.
Let's see. There's docking without prior authorization, double docking, docking into adjacent vessels, docking while under the influence of alcohol, docking while under the influence of caffeinoids, and loitering.
Brother, this lady can't dock for shit or fly her ship for shit. Wow, sounds like a Tuesday to me. Wow.
And that reminds me that I've got delinquency fees accruing on top of the original docking fines. Which is why I'm hoping you'll purchase my fine wares.
Alright, whatever. I'm gonna sell you some shit actually, not purchase anything. I'm gonna sell you all my junk. I never look in the junk thing to see what's actually in there. Well, I sold all of it, so let's see what you got I can buy. How much ammo do I have? Light ammo, I have plenty of that. It's gonna be 63 bits. I'm just gonna buy all her ammo, bro. Even though I don't think I'm gonna run out of ammo anytime soon, but it's best to have ammo. Alright, these are just clothes. Something for Oxy. Okay, she really don't have anything. But I got to sell the junk that I had finally, so let's move.
Say, weren't you looking for a new hat?
Where do I go? Oh yeah. On the right path, on the right path. Alright, close.
You don't know how grateful I am to the Morale Improvement Program. Changed my life.
The Morale Improvement Program changed your life. So we're at Rizzo's. Welcome to the pilot house. Enjoy your non-mandatory visit. Meteorological control room and pilot house entrance there. Straight up. Let's go. Not talk to anybody else. We're pretty close.
Sure he's not in the museum.
Even if he is.
I had some more shit I could have tried to sell, but she's trying to make money, you know what I mean? But then again, this is a game. Who's to be morally? Oh shit. There's a dead person. Oh.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
It's dude. Bro, oh come on. Alright, let's check.
Discrepancy detected. Rizzo's company policy clearly states that all proprietary mascots must exhibit signs of physical life.
Amplifier, can you determine what killed him? Why does he have the slug on his freaking neck? Medical, puncture wounds near his collarbone. I'm having trouble finding an exit wound.
Excellent observation, Inspector. Have you deduced a possible cause of death?
Handguns, firearms, not a conventional weapon either. Yeah, it's the needler thing that's missing off of Helen's belt.
Unusually small entry wounds indicate exotic weaponry. Closest approximations are 1. Incident involving a game of darts. 2. The Needler.
Yeah, the needler.
Yes, Inspector. The Needler. Bespoke handgun carried and wielded by Halcyon Helen. Famously deployed by Halcyon Helen in Terror on Monarch. This weapon was responsible for executing the Chief of the Savages, played by Spencer Woolridge.
Amplifier, before we go, do you think he'd miss his outfit? What?
This unit is incapable of providing ethical advice. This unit is also incapable of answering rhetorical questions.
I'll take his things. It's potential evidence, yeah? Alright, let's get out of here. You have gained armored toss ball uniform. Pick up Ranger mascot's noggin. There's something else around here that's... okay.
This empty bottle of spirits does not belong to any known corporate brand. Suspicious residue detected.
Science, high concentration of ethanol. Someone's brewing moonshine with antiseptics.
Excellent deduction, Inspector. Imbibing of unauthorized beverages is strictly prohibited under Rizzo's company law. Ingredients include antiseptic alcohol, sucrose, and unidentifiable miscellaneous organic material. Closest match. Counterfeit spirits available at the Piraeus spaceport.
Didn't I have some? Yeah, I have some skill points. I'm not gonna use them now though. Alright, so we need to go, because we didn't end up getting the freaking secrets from this guy because someone killed him.
Administrator Ludovico can seem intimidating, but he's a decent fellow. I know he cares.
Oh, whatever. Alright, so how far away should we be going? What is this? Meteorological control station. We need to get back over there. Hold on. Is there anything else of interest in here? Toss ball card.
Easy.
Browning construction gear. Armor parts.
Wish I had a telescope like this back in the...
Use this to draw a fine bead on something. Or someone.
Whatever you say, Nyoka. My hacking skill is still too low, bro. Why? I need to invest some points in that. I'm doing good damage now, so I can stop investing in damage a bit, maybe. And then I might say that, and then when I get to the final mission, there's too much I'm getting hit too much and I'm not doing enough damage. Alright, let's just get out of here. And fast travel to the hotel. Rizzo Spectrum Brown. Alright, we're outside the hotel. We need to go that way. Come on, man. I wish there was just a dedicated button just for... Oh, we're not outside the hotel. We're inside the hotel.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Whatever, bellhop. Alright, okay, well, no, we're not outside or inside. We're somewhere else. I don't know where that is. These guys again. But I get some bullet out of the 16 shooter. Shit, I missed. I forgot. Why are you running? Cap. Bro, I just don't know how the frig this controller got stick drift. That's one of the main reasons why I freaking bought another one. That and the other one, the previous one of the triggers got stuck. Actually, not the trigger, the bumpers just got stuck and kept pressing. But somehow this one dropped.
Good to see you. Let me just grant you access and... Welcome to the Piraeus spaceport.
These are HAL sticks that are not supposed to get stick drift, but somehow this still got stick drift. I have no freaking idea how. Let's get up here quick. But alright, we found this thing, spaceports. Piraeus spaceport. Oh, I had said I wanted to get the other freaking companions before. Who the hell is this guy?
We've been looking for you, and by we, I mean Slug. Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Slug Light Underground don't like that much.
If you had anything to do with Sublight, you'd have started shooting about 12 words ago.
Okay.
Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm, draw!
Bro, you don't want none of this. I'm an inspector, fella. Sticking my nose where it doesn't belong is my job. Okay, let's do this. Lie. Your safety's still on. Okay, so this is a farce attack. I love it when people threaten me. Now I'm acting in self-defense. Nah. Let's go for Inspector. We want to know why he knows.
Stick that nose anywhere ever again.
Come on, pal. Don't do anything you won't live to regret. Hold on. You're saying Slug asked me to investigate. And now it wants me dead? Let's go for a top one. Come on, pal. Don't do anything you live to regret.
Regret? I regret nothing. You're going down.
Bro.
Get ready. That's the last of them.
So who... So he's not one of them? Bro, I didn't want to kill him. I wanted some more information, but... Bro, that didn't attack me. I was just trying to talk. Can he attack me, bro? Hit note. Oh, he does have a hit note. Plasma rifle. 300. Take the hit note. Got a job for anyone with a ready gun. Hand and empty pockets. There's an inspector looking into the murder of Halsey and Helen. My client wants you to cross them off. Don't worry about subtlety. In fact, don't be subtle. Just make sure that once you agree to the job, you visit the Rearmost biome. So what? The rearmost biobunk. Put on the uniforms you'll find folded beneath the mattress. After that, feel free to cause a ruckus. Be sure to let them know slug territory is off limits. The rewards is 40,000 bits plus all the enhancing chemicals you would ever want. Marketeer. Look at that, bro. Stun baton. I need to go to my ship still and deposit some of the things that I have on me. Readiness, dry goods, and okay. Iridanus, not Iridanus.
I don't know what to make of Sublight Underground. Or that's a lot of containers. Is this just a distribution center, or you think they're planning something?
Freight storage processing.
Hey, could I talk to you?
You.
What do you want?
You're a black hole birdie, right? Need to ask you a few questions, Mr. Holcomb. Let's go for the top one. Not so loud.
How'd you know it was me?
Sorry, should I not have? I'm an inspector, and a damn good one. Do you have any idea how many tossball posters or faces on? Let's go for the last one.
That's what the disguise is for. I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm lying low. You know, incompleto.
No, it's incognito, you dumbass. That's a very nice hat, and you're about to disguise as Pratt wig. Good law, man. You think these people don't recognize you? Let's go incognito.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's kinda neato.
This dog, brother, you're fully.
Helen's gone. She's gone and nothing I do will bring her back. I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer and bring them to justice.
Really now?
But I'm stumped. And not very clever. Being bright was always Helen's thing.
Maybe I can help. I was hired to solve Helen's murder. I don't need you to be clever, just be honest. Let's go. Try to ease him into
you're
it.
The inspector. Hope you have more luck figuring things out than me. You probably want to ask me some questions, huh? I'm sure you're asking everybody questions, so you can find Helen's killer.
Yeah.
So, how do I help?
What were you doing the night Helen died?
I was getting blotto with the rest of the Rangers.
What?
You know, soaked, muddled, preserved.
Lootered, half shot, void lush, on the Byzantine swizzle, starry. 1 bit down, 3 bits up, spread across the spectrum. Top heavy. Should I go on?
I get it. He'd been drinking, thanks, Naoka.
The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. We were up the pole afore evening. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. Zeke said we should move elsewhere, get some air.
Probably a good call. Where'd you go? I'm deeply disappointed I didn't get to see all this. Where'd you go, bro?
We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. I think somebody wanted to pet a woolly cow. There was this one cow off away from the others. Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing led to another, and I think we might have maybe, you know, stolen her.
What'd you steal a cow for?
I don't know. We were drunk, and we made bad choices. She was all alone. I know how that feels now. It's so hard to be all by your lonesome. My memory's a little muddled after that. I guess me and the team got split up, because I know I was on my own at the pilot house for a time.
Could anyone from the pilot house back that up?
I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station. I was looking for where Helen stashed her datapad for safekeeping, right? She'd asked me to get it, mind. I wasn't stealing. I'm no thief.
And did you find it, huh? Why do you think she couldn't get it herself? You're telling me Helen dumped you and then asked you for a favor? Let's go. Huh? Why did you think she couldn't get it
I
herself?
didn't ask. On account of she asked me in a note sent to my hotel room. Paper usually ain't too chatty. That's a joke.
Don't quit tossball, Birdie. That's funny. Almost as funny as a dead woman leaving you a note.
Don't be rude, pal. She sent the note before we, split. It could have been sitting in my room for a week for all I know. I found the data pad at the weather station, like Helen said, but then a guard found me. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing is, it was real dark out there. So dark, she couldn't tell who I was.
What'd you do?
Long story short, I got out of there. Ran like the Rangers were down by 3 and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone.
Well, I know you weren't sprinting for the Sunday zone. Where'd you go? Did anyone else see you that night? Think hard. Anyone anywhere else? Alright, let's go for the top
I don't
one.
know where I was going, but my legs took me straight to my friend's... to my... fridge-rator.
Your friend? Birdie. Come on, man. Who was it? Right, I'm going to need a name. Having a witness only benefits you unless you have something to hide. That's right.
I don't. All we did was talk, I swear. It's just... I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble.
I need a name, man. Not having a witness puts you in much more trouble. What do you think, Parvati? Up for a good inspector and bad inspector? You're probably already in trouble. Do you know who Nayoka is? You can't even imagine the trouble you will be in with me if you don't spill. Let's go. Not having a witness puts you in bigger trouble.
I talked to Auric, okay? Auric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises I use to calm down.
Thanks, I'll follow up with Auric. Your bookie, murderous confidant, secret paramour with whom you've been having a torrid affair? Glad we could understanding before you got hurt. Glad we could come to an understanding before you got hurt.
So now you have the whole story. After I talked to Auric, I went back to the hotel. Woke up the next morning with Helen's data pad in my hand and the hangover to end all hangovers. Don't know if I'll ever drink again.
Jeez, you've had a bad time lately, huh, Birdie? Let's see the data pad.
Oh, yeah, you'll probably want to... Yeah, of course. Of course. Helen sure did have the prettiest handwriting.
Give him a moment.
Sorry. Here you go, Inspector. Hopefully they make more sense to you. I couldn't make heads or tails of them. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers. I tried for hours to crack her notes, but it's like I said. Being bright was Helen's thing.
Thanks, I'll take a look at them.
Okay. And listen, I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than anybody. And it'd be handy to have a guy like me around, in case anybody gives you trouble.
Sorry, Birdie, it's better if you're not involved. I can't let a suspect be a part of the investigation. I'm really more a lone candidate type. Threatening witness and I'll throw you in jail myself. Alright. Sorry, Birdie. It's better if you don't get involved.
I'll head back to the Grand Colonial then. Unless you need me for anything else?
Bro, just get out of here. No, you're free to go. Alright, let's do that optional thing. Confirm your alibi. Auric West. Where's the other thing? So 70. I can just fast travel back to... Prince of Tossball. That's Auric, right? The fuck? I don't know why there's so many markers on.
Bunk, huh?
Hold on. Alright, we got a level. Oh, this is Auric. He's pretty close.
Hey,
Hey there.
Why has it got a Joker cut?
Wine, friend. Maybe you're on your way to the bar for a good time. Maybe you're interested in something a little better than beer or Adreno. Something with a little more kick.
No, Joker. I ain't in better than beer. I'm not interested in anything, Joker.
But I wouldn't lie to you, friend. The name's Auric. I deal in, shall we say, holistic pharmaceuticals, natural substances and the like. You know, alternative stuff. I know. Ooh, it came out of the ground. That's where worms live. I get it. I do. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerators? Says it right on the Anti-Cleo's box. Better than nature, right? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal. Those pharmaceuticals the corporations manufacture, not all of them are as good for you as the board wants you to believe.
Yeah, I've noticed as much.
Alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. Trust me. No matter what ails you, I got what you need.
Let's see what he
What do I
says.
sell? I've got premium shit, my friend. Vitamins like you wouldn't believe. Calcium, vitamin D, reverse vitamin D. I got everything, my friend. You got stress problems? I got stress solutions. Aromatherapy eases the mind. Diluted mantisaur essence, best kept secret in the business. And if you're a real freak, techniques to calm yourself by fooling your own mind. If they can tame the rage of a certain well-known tossball star, they can help anybody.
Tame the rage? Let's see. I'd like to ask you some questions about Birdie.
You ain't a sheriff, right? You gotta tell me if you're a sheriff.
No, I don't got it. I'm a freelance inspector brought to investigate the death of Halsey and Helen. Alright, just go for the top one.
I'll be honest, I don't really know where that puts us.
I'm not here to bring you any trouble, I just want to talk. Me either. And I'm not going to arrest someone if I don't know if that's allowed. Answer my damn questions already.
Alright, fine. Yeah, I know Birdie. So what?
Heard you taught Birdie some breathing techniques. Was Birdie with you the night Halsey and Helen was killed? Let's go for that.
Yeah. Damn shame about that. Birdie thought the world of Helen, you know. He showed up drunk at my place wanting to talk about the breakup. Helen dumped him, he said. Boy, was he in a bad way. I'd never seen him like that before. We talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him to drink more water and get some sleep.
How do you know Birdie?
He may or may not buy alternatives from me from time to time. A little diluted mantisaur essence here, a little vitamin B negative there.
What for?
He's stressed out of his mind, the poor guy. Everyone knows his name. Can't turn around without having to sign an autograph. Then you throw in playing tossball for a living. Violence like that, it does things to a body. It does things to the head.
What do you mean tossball does things to the head?
Come on. Birdie's a damn good hacker, but taking that many blows to the noggin would scramble anyone's upstairs business. I know it's knocked a few of his memories loose. I worry about him, that's all. He's a good kid. Got a good heart.
I already taught Birdie some breathing techniques.
Birdie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? He's trying to work on it.
Alright, that's all for now. Let's get going.
Inspector?
I managed to track down Black Hole Birdie.
I'm pleased to hear that. Birdie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Birdie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate.
Unfortunate and suspicious. This isn't a good look for Birdie. Birdie's something of a character, but he's harmless. I feel a little bit bad for him. Even if he didn't kill Helen, Birdie's done some reckless things. Bro. I'm still not sure if he killed her or not. Let's go for the second one.
Try not to feel too bad for him. Birdie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his talent by making him a slackwit.
Go easy on him. He's just lost the love of his life. His teammates are a bad influence on him. There was this incident with the woolly cow. He lost his temper at a picnic, but I think he regrets it.
Bertie has always had trouble controlling his temper. He's responsible for the untimely demise of more than a few tossball sticks at the end of a losing match. It's only natural to be suspicious. Helen's death was violent, and the two of them were close. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Bertie killed Helen?
It's possible. I'm still investigating my leads.
Understood. I appreciate your candor. I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation.
By the way, Bertie agreed to stay in the Grand Colonial.
I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Bertie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks.
XP?
If you're through investigating Bertie, I recommend looking into Cedric Kincannon. He's been entirely too comfortable since we began this investigation. I don't trust Cedric when he's comfortable.
I'll be back. Alright, Cedric. You don't trust Cedric when he's comfortable.
What? To the lobby we go!
Alright, I did want to go and do the side quest to get the other companions, but because I should have just exited, right? But because of where I had left the previous episode off, I just didn't. Alright, how far away is that? 360 meters, bro. Oh, we can just... If this thing will just click it. Fast travel! Zimmy! Move a bit faster and waste too much time. Alright, so I'm in that bar.
You got an appointment?
Oh, you said that? Did you say that?
Appointment?
Hello, I need to speak with Cedric.
Yeah, that's why you're here. Appointment?
Well, no, but I'd like to see Cedric regardless.
No appointment? No talking to Mr. Kincannon.
Can I make an appointment for right now?
Not entirely out of the question. Convince me.
Lie, I have merchandise information for Cedric, multi-million-bit business. Persuade, I could put in a good word with Cedric about his incredibly useful secretary. I'm gonna go for the lie.
The boss can always use more bits. Alright, I'll give him a call, but I've got my eye on you. Mr. Kincannon, got an appointment here. Says they've got some kind of business proposition for you.
Should I take their helmets off?
Sounds like our inspector. Please, send him up.
He knows it's the inspector. He knows it's me.
Why, if it isn't the
Who's this guy?
inspector, I was hoping you'd swing by. Here for my alibi, I assume?
Yes, bro, with a curly hair. That's some very voluptuous curly hair, bro. For a black man, and I mean, well, black people do have that type of hair. I'm black. I just want my hair to look like that since I cut my locks. Anyway, later. First, I want an explanation for that nonsense outside. What nonsense outside?
Another murder? Drunk Raptidons? Black Hole Bertie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing.
I had a run-in with some slug agents.
Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself.
How did those thugs get their hands on slug gear?
Slug uniforms do seem to go missing from the hotel laundry with impressive regularity. Easy enough for someone to nick a few. Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give thugs slug gear and send them after you?
Clearly, whoever is behind this wants to pit me against Slug. Somebody out there is trying to smear your good name. Alright, first one.
Right again, Inspector. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you?
Presumably Ludovico more than anyone, given your work relationship. Gosh, could he possibly be the administrator? How dumb do you think I am? If you have a theory, spit it out. Ask questions here. And I didn't ask for a suspect. Alright, let's go for Gosh.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult your intelligence. I'm used to working with Lou, you see? I hope you won't hold it against me. So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector. With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder?
Yes. Let's hear it.
Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine?
And where would I find Elliot Nasser to verify that?
An excellent question. I had his body dropped off the edge of the land complex. I'm not sure what happened to it from there, scientifically speaking. Maybe it dissolved? Ultimately, though, it doesn't matter. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people.
Then how am I supposed to trust anything you say? So your alibi is that you were busy murdering someone else. Wow, you're a real piece of Come on, Cedric, I'm trying to clear your name here.
It's as I said. You shouldn't. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? She was making me a fortune.
So Helen's death is a net loss for Slug? I'm not sure yet, but if you do have a motive, I'm going to uncover it. I bet you'd make a killing selling tickets to her funeral. Alright, let's go for the first one.
Considering a line of commemorative merchandise. Still, that's nothing compared to what Helen would have made us in the long run. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I have a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid.
Take it the guy you tortured wasn't the source of your missing cargo then.
Oh, Elliot stole from me, all right. Alas, you're right in that his was a singular isolated incident, and as such, does not resolve a concerning broader trend.
Alright.
Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter.
What's the connection to Helen's murder?
I'm not sure. I'm only confident there is one. That the thefts began mere days before Helen's untimely demise is an extraordinary coincidence. I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. I do not trust it.
I guess I can't guarantee the theft isn't related to the murder, really. Dumb luck's done a lot for me. I don't know what that means, but it's clear the fools are in arguing with you. Let's go for the top one.
I certainly wouldn't take that bet. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads. Me, scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator.
I like to commit my own horrific bodily harm. Just no unspeakable mangling in front of me, please. I like to feel say no to violent crime. I'll say this once, whoever is behind this is going to jail. Not to you. Yeah.
You do recall, Inspector, that I'm not to be trusted? But certainly, whatever you say. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
I'll get on that. Search your office for clues.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside.
Engineering short-range transmission capabilities. The receiver must be somewhere nearby.
You figured that out just by looking at it? Huh. We ought to talk shop one of these days.
Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location.
Speak into the bug, whoever is listening. I'm coming for you.
Ominous threat transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range. Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface.
Examine the surrounding area.
The area within a 0.5 meter radius of the book possesses a dust coating comprised of at least twice the number of particles.
It's not very dusty then. Must have been placed fairly recently. Let's go wild guess.
That is highly likely, Inspector.
Conclude.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal.
Whatever, dude. Alright, so I guess that's a balcony. I'm not gonna about to jump off that shit, so let's get out. Receiver location, foreman. Let's go for the receiver first. How do we get down there? Okay.
This port seems real busy. I wonder if they're trying to compete with the groundbreaker.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat grime-covered.
Any clues as to who put it there? Ew, how long has this been on the ground?
Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is unable to determine who placed the device.
Yeah, ew.
Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, the receiver has been present since approximately a week before Helen's death.
Take the receiver. Alright, so that has been there a week before her death. So whoever put it there was listening in a week before her death, and they haven't gone back since she's dead.
Hi there. Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Oh, wait half a second. You're the inspector.
Damn, I'm getting tired of that.
Sorry about that. I'll buzz you right in. Free to have a look around, sir.
Hey, you think they keep any spare parts down here? Just wondering.
Take whatever you need. Let's get out of here. He's inside the glass there, come on. Yo. Oh, it's a woman.
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the cargo that's been going missing.
I forgot the name.
Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect?
Why don't we focus on stopping those cargo thefts?
Right, of course. Just tell me how I can help.
Who's the culprit? What's the culprit been stealing?
That's the weird part. There's no pattern far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Ugh. Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice Saber, full stop?
Sounds like our perps not fencing the stolen goods. The criminal mind is strange. Low-class scum who can't tell spectrum black from nanner spank. Alright, sounds like perp is not fencing the stolen goods.
Probably not. No one's dumb enough to think Spacer's Choice Sabers are worth half a damn. Then there's the most recent theft. 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder.
See what you mean about there not being a pattern. It's both. Both are sadder. Maybe our perp is desperately low on ink. So our perp is desperately low on ink. All crime is sad. Sad acts of it. Alright. I see what you mean that there's not a pattern.
I'm no inspector. If there is one, I'm sure you'll find it.
Brother, why do you keep sending me around in circles, bro? I just need to find who killed the woman. Why do I have to talk to all of these people? Jano. Who has access to the cargo?
Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard.
Lost in the shipping yard.
There, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager. He told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo.
Maybe there's a problem with the automechs. Could Benton have anything to do with it? I'll have a look around the shipping yard.
But don't bother asking him for help. Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he couldn't help because he was dead.
Hard to argue with that. Thanks for the heads up.
It won't bother him any if you have a look yourself, though. Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined.
Any idea why someone would want to bug Cedric's office?
And want to go as painfully as possible. I don't know. Boss Kincannon's office is where he holds most of his meetings with important folks like Miss Helen. Just about all negotiations happen in his office too. Vendor pricing, major purchase orders, rentals for construction projects, you name it. Oh, before I forget, I figured you might want to access my terminal, so I had a spare keycard made. It's all yours.
You're refreshingly well prepared.
I wish you were being sarcastic.
So her terminal, where is her terminal? Why would I need to access it? Insert form and terminal keycard. Incoming. From B-chan. It happened again. Pen soda? I'll never understand where you get the energy to care about this shit, Tinsley. I don't know what to tell you. Pretty much the only ones that handle any cargo are the auto mechanicals. You can come look at them if you want. But even I have better things to do than help to exact justice on void damned pen thief. Turn to incoming message. Ella, tell whoever snuck over into the shipping yard and messed with the loading automechs to go to hell, will you? Those things break down enough as it is. And I'll be damned if I'm going to haul cargo around myself. Return to route. Outgoing. Malfunctioning automechs. In that case, there must be a problem with the automechs. I'll swing by when I can and see what's malfunctioning besides you. Haha. Okay. Seriously? Okay, but you have to admit it's a little funny to see an automech dance. Not my fault they're so damn easy to hack. Seriously. A primal could do it. Missing cargo list: 8 cases of purple berry punch, 12 pellets of cow milk, 300 small portrait images, Woolrich S. Adding 1 shipment instruction, handle with care, law. Would I like to fold these in half? 3 Mark 7 cranial project cases of lemon, 25. Alright. Whole lot of shit. Someone hungry or something? Shit, how do I get? Alright, it's an automic.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger.
Define standard defensive protocol.
For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
Identify the new trigger.
There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed.
Scan for signs of unusual behavior.
Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Let's have a look inside the automic. So they've been using this automechanical to steal random stuff.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you?
Parvati, do you think you can disable the failsafe?
You got it, Cap.
Failsafe successfully disabled. Kill mode deactivated.
View the most recent added data log.
Ejecting data log 17C.
Return to Cedric. View the most recent added data log. Excited automatic instructions to skim random cargo every 1 to 4 days. Okay. What was in shipment 6875?
Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists.
Okay, so someone is using it as a decoy to just randomly steal shit to blame someone, to try to pin the stealing on whoever murdered Halsey and Helen.
Unit entering standby mode. Have a nice day.
Alright, so we need to return to Cedric. Huh? Alright, so yeah, I gotta go upstairs. Dude.
Inspector. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I solved your cargo skimming issue.
Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened?
You've got a serious security problem. Don't get too excited. I don't know who the culprit is yet.
Well, that is disappointing. Still, you said you've determined how the theft is occurring?
Somebody bypassed the loading mech security system and rewired them to skim random goods. The culprit using your automechanics to skim cargo or whatever.
Damn, you're good. Hacking the automechs. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern.
The culprit didn't want you to. It was a cover-up. The theft was random except for a single shipment. Let's go for that one.
So, our culprit had something specific they wished to acquire and used the random theft as a smokescreen. I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that Slug would soon possess it.
Hand over the receiver. I found this. Sneak. Check your pocket. Huh? I'll send it to you. What? Sneak.
Okay, that's very impressive. Don't ever touch me again.
Okay.
Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
Sure was, and whoever this device belongs to, that's our culprit.
Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research.
And she used it to research slug shipments instead. Halcyon Helen can't be behind the thefts. She's dead. I get it. She died before she could deactivate the mech she hacked. Intelligence. Let's go for a top one.
Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn.
I thought it was personal. You helped her make money for Slug, you mean? No good deed unpunished, eh, Cedric? Corporate sabotage, perhaps?
As though Helen herself didn't profit from her work. Please, this is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead, and that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Settle down there, Cedric boy. Dangerous start for a man under investigation for Helen's murder. It seems we found your motive, Cedric.
Yes, I suppose we have. There is, however, a slight chronological incongruency to it. I now have a motive to kill Halcyon Helen, but Halcyon Helen is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not.
That's for me to decide, or maybe you did know, and this is all a show for my benefit.
Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get to the bottom of this mess. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
Bro, a lot of talking in this episode, bro. Not enough shooting. Why is it taking this long to find whoever I need to find? Transition to Iradius. Oh, come on. So I need to go back to Ludovico? Fast traveling, even though it might land me inside. Is the best and quickest way. I could have fast traveled inside the hotel though.
Next stop.
Couldn't I have done that? Alright, Ludovico.
Inspector. Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found.
I'm about to disappoint you. He's got an alibi. Cedric's a slippery guy. I didn't find much to build a case. He's a criminal boss. I can't trust anything he says. Cedric's a slippery boss.
That doesn't surprise me. Cedric practically stole his way to Eridanos. He'll do everything in his power to keep you off his trail. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death?
He was torturing a guy at the time of Helen's death. I can't see past that alibi. Helen was making money for Cedric. I doubt he has the motive for killing her. He runs sublight. He could have ordered her death without bloodying his hands. I think it's you, Ludovico, honestly. Let's go for the last one though.
I'm pleased to hear that. Cedric hasn't won you over with his clever words. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a chance for an accident.
Sorry to disappoint you, Ludovico. He's alive and well.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive. The universe is a just place.
Name the murderer if I'm ready. So, it's either Ludovico, Cedric, or the tossball guy. What's this? Prophet of Profitability. Track down the Prophet of Profitability. You'll need to find and integrate the Prophet of Profitability regarding her involvement with Halsey and Helen's murder. The Prophet runs her seminar retreats out of an extreme productivity camp deep in the wilderness. Alright, so I'm actually, since this episode is an hour right now, I'm actually going to end here. I could go to the Prophet, but I feel like if I do that, it's going to I have two more things there, two more people. So if I feel like if I go to them, it's gonna lead me all around a wild goose chase. Maybe not. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna end the episode here, pick it up in the next one, do these two, Productivity Queen and Man Who Chafed, and then name the killer. Hopefully we get it right, and then I do some side quests, get the other companions, and then move on to the last main mission. If you're here, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, big up your damn self, check out something else on the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.